Hello, everybody. Salty Walty is back. We got Jacob and Rob today, so let's get to it. I think we left off with dicking around with Lala. I
Patreon.
Patreons. Yeah, I know. Give me a second. We left off at dicking with Lala, but we might bounce back to Garma and do that one god awful fucking mission. That is not fun, and what sucks for him is he doesn't have a transformation mobile suit except for the Super Gundam, which, it's gonna be rough. So let's
Yeah.
let's take a gander at the Patreons. We have Brandon Markey, Oi Shipper, Azrael, Caden Maki, Casey, Cybaster, Dragon Spartan 90, Gundam Nuggers, Ibram Gaunt 8863, Jeff Dunn, JJ, Clav, Maverick, Momaka, Ninja Guy 12, Peter, Strike, Tyler, Spud, Oni Savage, Suit of Souls, Trelos, Alimos, Steel Talon, Minty Robo, your boy Burrito, Bird Person, Mysteries Mercenary, Giver Taker, and Will Staub. I want to thank you guys for supporting me. It really does mean a lot, and let's get to it.
You can't flash it up on the screen no more?
I did. You won't see it in
Oh.
You won't see it in Discord.
Oh.
You will only see
okay.
it for, during the recording. There's a way to make it fade, but I don't know how to do
Magic.
it. Yeah. Mahones. Alright, I think this has just killed the... whatchamacallit. The,
So speaking of Cubelays, that Mark II seems to be getting its shit pushed pretty in by the regular Cubelay.
Kind of expected that to some degree.
Yeah.
I've killed...
Yeah, I agree.
I've killed a few of the red ones and with the double Zeta. Because the double Zeta is the only 650 cost mobile suit I have.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely a good
Look,
time.
it's fun like that. It's
Yeah.
a good one to have.
Is it running?
You get the piston.
Is it running fine for you guys? Do I need to hit F9?
It lurched
Good for a
really hard when the round started, but now it seems to be okay.
Just want to make sure. Whoa.
Yeah, it hit it again.
Okay. How's that? You're a punk. 4.
Whoa.
Does the Cuba?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay, that it wasn't just me.
No, thing just seized up solid.
Seized up
Yeah.
solid. Uh-oh.
I can hear him. There. Oh, yeah. You back now?
Am I?
You are.
Sound like it.
Alright.
The F9 is the eject salty out the ejecto seat button. Right out the roof.
Oh, wait.
So what's your take on the Dualahan there, Rob?
Oh,
Everybody's a little pause.
I've only gotten to play one round with it, and that round's probably going to be going up tomorrow or Tuesday, because I really did enjoy it. Just
that's
got
solid.
it just got it last night. Played one round, went 10-2 with it on my first try, and yeah,
Nice.
that is a really fun mobile suit to use.
Yeah, I got mine the second night, so I've been able to use it a little bit now. And the only thing I've had to teach myself, like kind of have to remind myself when I play it, is that you can't, when you knock somebody down, you can't get the melee fast enough, so you have to switch to the shield and just keep you their legs a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, great. I have a very good round I saved in space with it, actually.
Oh, nice.
So I might be sending that your way eventually.
Works for me because I have not done anything with it in space. There's a lot of stuff I'm trying to get in space when I can, but just have not had a chance lately.
Well, it's like the night I got, the only thing that was up was like Simple Battle 400 in space. I'm like, well, let's go.
Yeah.
See what it does. Did pretty good. I got focused after the first match, so there you go. I got a Psycho Gundam. Look at you.
No. Can't even use it.
I know. Got a few while I was grinding for the Battle Royale. I got a few good matches in the cavalry and the jungle, so that was fun. Fighting aquatic suits.
We were playing today and we won every single match. And I saved every single one with the exception of one because I got fucking hella focused that match.
Was that the tank match?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was not allowed to exist.
Boy, talking about getting focused, your shipper was not having a good time with that goof.
No.
Regular goof. That's
he-
4 hundo.
He did say...
That's always going to be a hard time.
Yep.
He said, I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm like, okay. And then he was not happy it didn't work out. I'm like, Well, you said you're gonna do something stupid.
Yeah?
But yeah, I'm happy the 400 cost has literally 4 Pale Riders now, and 3 of them can be sorted at any time.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're just waiting on the VG, which I'm kind of hoping they switch that over to a support type now.
Yeah.
I feel like that one's going to be at least 450. If not 500.
Yeah, it'll probably... Well, I mean, it's not much better than the regular Pale Rider, to be honest. It just swaps out the actual arms, not the shoulder arms, for Jaeger arms. And then adds the missile pod. So I feel like if they make that a support, it could be a 400 support. It'd just be like the same playstyle the Jaeger and then like the Gelgu ground type would have.
Mm.
And then you could have the whole spectrum. And I imagine those missiles would actually be good if they're on a support type.
Yeah.
The only thing is, you can give it one, just to be kind of a dick since they started to do it, give it like either 2 melee priority but 1 swing, or 2 swings like the Hama Hama. Because it's got the twin Gelgu being Naganatos.
That downswing's going to be ridiculous if it allows it to run both sabers, unlike in GBO1.
I think it'll just have the Ifrit Kai's melee pattern. Like if it's a balance type, I think. It's gonna be the first 3 swing balance type too. That'll be interesting. But I just want to see it in the game. And then after that, they could maybe add the Red Rider as a clan suit, so you can get like the basic Tail Rider, but not have it just be another Tail Rider in the same color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's on to the Tauta Stritter, which I want it.
Yeah.
How have you been finding the Halloween event though, Rob?
Oh, I had a pretty good time with it. I was happy I managed to find everything the first night, though it took me about an hour of recording to do.
Yeah, same
Man,
with us.
there was a couple of them that were just like, what? That's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
The one
you
coming
wouldn't
out
think
of
to
the
look
cannon.
here.
Yeah.
Well, the one coming out of the can, like, it skylights itself, at least you can see that. The one that I thought was super stupid was the one behind the Happy Halloween side, where it's like up in the rafters.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one where like I wouldn't think to look there.
Yeah, the one up in the grating above the bar was the most annoying one for me. That's the one
Yeah, that
I
one's
got
annoying.
last.
The one in the toolbox is super tiny. At least it's a different color.
Yeah.
But like still, if you're not really paying attention, you're never gonna find that one.
Mm-hmm.
So I got that. Wear my big stupid Dualahan hat, so I'm happy.
Same. I do like the, goofy stuff you can wear in the lobby.
Oh yeah.
It'd be really goofy. It allowed us on the battlefield with it.
Yeah.
At least on ground battle, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice gift though. It's not as moe as the GOG armband, but
Yeah.
it looks gorgeous.
No.
I like the little goggle
I'm wearing-
brand.
Yeah, I'm wearing
Yeah.
both. Interested to see what Christmas is gonna be now though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. I hope it's not the new Gundam. If it's the new Gundam, I'm like, oh, there goes that. That shouldn't even be until next Christmas. There's still so many suits I could go through.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see if Bandai's like, you gotta make the money, or if it's like, okay, you guys slow it down, let's milk this out.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing as it's gonna be on PS5 at that time, I could see them being like, oh, hey, look.
That's what I'm thinking they're gonna do.
Yeah. That be, now that you mention that, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually got something fairly significant like the week the PS5 comes out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got both routes, there you go.
Yep. But yeah, I'm enjoying my time in the Pale Rider Dullahan. It's way more fun than it looks like it would.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it-
yeah, I
and
forgot.
And it takes to coloring really well, and I'm surprised about that.
It does. Pretty good.
I'll have to fight on my own.
Also, there's the Dualahan 2 they could add now,
Yep.
which is just the space type with the cavalry's gun and a little bit of upgrades from the Titans, which would be nice to get. And then that's pretty much all the Pale Riders. That was the one I forgot, because it's from Anaheim Laboratory Log. But it got its shit kicked in by the by Opoly and Roberto.
Okay.
They were delivering the Dallas Custom, which I believe Quattro was piloting.
Yeah.
And they delivered it to Anaheim, and that led to the development of the Rick Diaz's armor. Relatively interesting, but yeah, it's just the backstory for the Dualahan 2 is the Titans are looking to replace the Quell. And they're like, hey, we just upgrade the Power Rider and just mass produce it. And like, you know what, good job, let's just take the Hades system out of it, just get that out of here. So they gave it the Cavalry's gun, and it's pretty much just space type. A little bit different head. It's slightly different, but it fit the game pretty good. I would like to see it on ground though.
Yeah.
Also, because since it was supposed to replace the Quell, it's probably multi-purpose. So. It's not like we already have Cubalays and Hymo space types that are already on the ground.
Yeah.
It's a shame the Power Rider space types locked in space. It'd be pretty good on the ground. But we got the ground Power Rider. Can't complain. What's your favorite Power Rider now, Rob?
I think at the moment it's the Dualahan. It's just fun to use, and I always had a hard time using the ground type particularly well. So, but this is just working for me.
Yeah, ground type is kind of cumbersome.
Yeah.
You do have to manage what weapons you use. I kind of memed it up with the machine gun and actually like that better, even though I didn't do as good as with the bazooka. Just because you have a nice, well-balanced round of armament.
I don't understand how Heavy does as good in the Pale Rider ground type as he does.
Because he doesn't rush his shots.
Yeah.
I tend to rush my shot. And I pull when I shouldn't. I like pull last second to try and lead, and it's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
And Cavalry's good time. Cavalry's just a suit.
Yeah, it is.
And then space types, probably my favorite 450 space unit. So, the level 2. It's interesting that Dualahan's using the hyper beam rifle though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. Gives it some variety in the loadout options.
Yeah.
I think it helps it though.
It does. That will let you do a more range gameplay, and the bazooka's more there for mid-range and actual melee combat.
Yeah.
I like it though.
I didn't use it on the Dualahan, but I have run some rounds now with the newly buffed beam gun, and it is actually a decent weapon now.
Me and Jacob were running it. He was in the Drago, I was in my gym command, and I was popping long-range shots, and he raids that would come and move, of course, moving close when I needed to. But yeah, no, that beam gun's pretty decent now.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's Go on.
Oh, I was gonna say, I also bought myself the level 5 melee part on one account and the level 5 ranged on the other. So.
Oh, there you go. I ain't got neither of those yet.
They're not bad. I managed to get pretty good melee total on Gym Command ground with those. So.
Yeah, I feel like that's the one Gym Command that's kind of like just fallen to the wayside from where it was dominant. Because the space type still, you're playing like 250 to 350 space type everywhere.
Yeah.
But Gym Command ground type just kind of just faded away.
Yeah.
But like I said, with parts like that, you can bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently upgrading mine right now. Max it out because, you know, my build already gives it like 48 melee mod on it, and then 42 melee defense. So I can go up against raids like it was their candy. And then one of its upgrade gives it another +4 to melee damage, so...
Oh, nice.
So, fat fucking melee damage.
Yeah, I feel like this Halloween event is a little bit more off compared, or is a little bit below the last one, but it's still a pretty good event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely can't complain. It's just the one thing I don't like, other than the fact that Dualahan doesn't have a level 2, which I thought that was weird, but like, is they replaced the tokens with the crates.
Yeah.
And it's like, I knew they were gonna do that too.
Mm-hmm.
It's dumb. Like, the holiday ones, they shouldn't worry about crates. You get those for logins all the time.
Yeah.
That should have been tokens, but
Shit, I'm
I
sitting at,
understand how to be.
like, those fucking token, or not tokens, but the, whatchamacallits, the crates. I'm sitting over 1,000 for all 3 of them.
Yeah, no, I'm fat stacks them. I got like 3K of one of them, and it's just like the thing that's holding me back from upgrading is the fact that I buy stuff in the DP shop. If I didn't buy stuff in the DP shop, I'd have a bunch of upgrades. I'm just like, eh. Especially when I saw the DJ was 400,000 credits.
Yep.
Yeah. I keep wanting to buy upgrades on something, but just, yeah, there's stuff in the DP shop, and just that there's,
Now.
especially if I do it on something high cost, there's very little I can do anything to that I don't think is going to be made obsolete by something else eventually.
Yeah.
I did it on the Cublade on one account, but that's about it so far.
And even then, we kind of got in the thing in the Discord. It's like, oh man, the Cubeblade's so overpowered. It's like, imagine the stuff that's coming next that's going to make the Cubeblade look cute.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not even talking stuff from New Gundam. I'm talking like the Gaymolk and the Dobin Wolf, and like the stuff that's going to annoy the shit out of you.
Oh yeah.
The Gaymolk's got funnels that shoot funnels. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be super annoying. And it's got Zeong hand cannons, and the Dobin Wolf's got incom. So I think the Hama Hama, but it can stab you with a beam saber at the same time.
Yeah.
And then the Dome Wolf's got crazy. It's got the most beam weapons out of like anything. Like, you're gonna have so many guns on the Dome Wolf, it's gonna be dumb. Then you got the full armored double Zeta coming eventually. I know it is, and it's gonna just chad its way through all the damage.
Yeah.
Because I know they're gonna give it all the stats like, oh, just can't be stunned. It's impossible. Can't do it. At least outside like machine gun and just building up its stagger counter.
And the amount of
Yeah.
DPS
It'll have
that
all-
thing's
it'll-
gonna be able to go.
Yeah, like, and it's gonna just launch missiles. Like, the high mega cannon, I don't give a shit about that. It's gonna be like just missile spam for days. I really hope it's counters like that stupid move in Versus where DDT stuff. Or sorry, Tombstone Pile Driver somebody.
That would be great.
And then, then we already have a Super Sentinel, so you have to worry about the XS Gundam, the Mark V, the other Phaz.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be cool to get a Nero, though. Nero would be a fun suit.
Yeah.
Not in, like, anything. But yeah, there's so many suits that are just gonna make the Cuboid, like, be on par or better than the Cuboid.
Mm-hmm.
The Game All will be super annoying.
Yeah.
And then that's just double Zeta and Sentinel, and you start going in, like, CCA and Unicorn, and it just gets, like, Kshatriya. My god, that's gonna suck.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if they saved that for a, like, single-player boss.
Yeah. Well, see, I would say, but it's just the size of a normal mobile suit, really. It's just the binders that make it look huge.
Yeah.
Because you figure it's a lot scaled down compared to the Quinn Mantha. The Quinn Mantha I'll see being a single-player boss. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
But then a boss would send, like, giant funnels after you, and you'd be like, Still, the biggest surprise pull of a Quinn Mantha ever was that one in Side Stories, where they paint it red.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that looks pretty good. Plus, it's a playable unit.
Wait,
You know what
Side
super
Stories?
attack? Yeah, it's a playable unit. You know what super is?
Huh.
One big ass guillotine chop with that big ass beam saber that does like the most damage. You're out here one hitting stuff with it. But yeah, it's a playable unit. You have to complete one of these simulators. I can't remember which one. But yeah, you get that and the Tauta Strider and Travis's Zeta 2 and the Vincent's Gyaradoga. And yeah, Zeta 2's gonna come. God, you forgot about that too. Everyone's complaining about the Memphis since it got nerfed. Well, hey, guess what? Zeta 2's coming. It's probably gonna be that Zeta 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see the regular Zeta 2 being a clan unit, to be honest. They'll give their custom version with the bazookas and the mega launcher and just all kinds of dumb stuff on it.
Oh, yeah.
They'll transform. That's what this game's gonna become very range focused soon, so I feel bad for any high level like actual melee focused raid. Like if one comes out, I'm trying to think. I can't even name one that would be a melee focused raid at this point. That's just like purely focused on getting in close. You figure everything goes out the range from like here on out up until probably F91.
Yeah.
You could maybe say the C packs for the narrative could be a raid, maybe, but
Maybe.
Sinanju Stein maybe could be a raid, but even then, like, it's still gonna have a big shooting correction. Just it's gonna go in hard. But still, like, that's the only suits I can even name. Though everything else is gonna have funnels, or it's gonna be a balance type. They could maybe make Gyaradoga Commander type of raid, maybe. I don't know. I wonder if they're gonna add all the variants of the Gyaradoga.
I don't know.
I wonder how they're gonna do the Garazula, because in that one scene it's equipped with fucking everything. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Like he's got the Goof Custom Gatling shield. He's got the dual Zaka Bazooka equipped. The twin linked one. You got the Jacob, are you okay?
It's having microphone problems.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it.
How about now?
That's better.
Yeah, I kind of unplugged it slightly. It just barely out. There'll probably be like 3 versions of the Girazulu, Girazulu. There'll be like the Royal Guard version. Then I can see like a Royal Guards heavy, a standard heavy, the Gilboa unit that has that thing from the Gyaradoga.
The Bruno gun.
Yeah, Bruno. And there's the Gyaradoga should have that, and then I want to see how far they go with it, because there's a lot of stuff for the Gyaradoga they could add. There's a lot of Yagen stuff they could add. I wonder if they'll add the Jetta. It'd be a weird pull.
I know it's never gonna happen because we're way past it. I still want the Zanny.
I mean, okay, so here's the thing. I don't think we'll ever get the Zanny. I think we'll get the Dale.
The Dahal. They're the same
Or
fucking
Dahal.
thing, though.
They're the exact same thing, but it'll say, look, we had a new suit from Thunderbolt.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fucking asshole that way.
Yeah, that'd probably be the only way to get in, because the Zanny started as an SD Gundam suit, and it hasn't been in anything else in an official capacity. So that would be probably the best pull for that. Yeah, they need to have more Thunderbolt shit, too. Like, Christ, there's a bunch of stuff in Thunderbolts that isn't in. And just like the basic Gems and Zaku's. And then you get like the Aqua... You should add the Aqua Gun Cannon.
Okay.
Add it. Like, that'd be great. Yeah, you have Water Bats now. You can have another support aquatic type, because there's only the 2.
Oh yeah.
Get that in there. It'd be a good support unit for the Aqua Gym. You could add the Thunderbolt version of the Gog just to meme with it. Just be super quick. Or the Thunderbolt Zagok. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff they could add. Thunderbolt Act Guy would be cool, but which version would you add? It's 4.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of stuff they could be added. They don't need to rush out to CCA yet.
No.
They really don't. To be honest, I think something would get just as much money as CCA for PS5 launch would be Advanced Zeta stuff. Like, add the Hazel.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
That would be like, Hazel, mine. They're like, they've thrown out money for P Bandai kits. They'll throw out money in the video game to get it. Add the Wound Wart, and then add, like, the tasteful, like, not super huge fucking Advanced Zeta upgrades, like the one, the Kahar, the one that's basically the Ashimar. I love that one. That one's my favorite one. For the Wound Wart. Have a transform, have a fly around, do some crazy stuff. There you go. And then if you want to do dumb stuff, you can have like the Hazel with the gigantic arms as a raid boss for 3 months, and just have it be a Psycho Gundam and shooting a bunch of dumb shit at you too. Like I said, then there's a bunch of stuff they could add for Sentinel. They still got Thunderbolt they could add. There's still a bunch of stuff from just the MSVs and basic animated suits they haven't added yet. Like, there's still months of content, almost a year probably, they could do without even going to CCA.
Yeah.
Or I can see him, oh, hey, we're dropping support for PS4, but come to PS5 and get CCA stuff, haha.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they'll do that yet, at least not for a year.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Probably maybe about a year.
Probably do the same thing they did with the GBON.
Yeah, but next lasted like 2 years on PS3 before, and as soon as it seemed like as soon as they pulled the plug for that, it was like 4 months later. Oh, we're shutting down the servers. So we'll have to see. I don't see them going to GBO 3 quick. I just like to see GBO 2 plus Ultra Cross Raid. Whatever the PS5 version will be called.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Speaking of weird, dumb Japanese names, Extreme Versus 2 got its first upgrade version.
Oh yeah.
They had the Flauros, the Tabacali, the Build Strike Cosmos, and the Phoenix. Which Flauros is cool. But what do you think of all the stuff they added for it, Rob?
It sounds good. I'm kind of figuring that if we got that, since they went back to Maxi Boost on for PS4, we may see Extreme Versus 2 for PS5 at some point relatively soon.
See, yeah, I expected us to have DLC by this point, and we don't. So it makes me think they're like, instead of DLC, let's just port. But it probably won't be until the end of 2021 because they have to rotate Extreme Versus 2 out of all the arcades before they'll ever port it.
Yeah.
So I can't remember what this one's even called. It's Cross something.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Cross Boost. What a surprise.
Okay.
That doesn't sound very imaginative for a name.
Well, it's X Boost, but it's Japan, so we don't say X, it's Cross. So, also, like, I'm gonna keep it 100 real quick. Extreme Versus 2 has the worst opening in the entire series.
Oh, really?
It has, like, this big Japanese screamo metal song playing. You're just like, this does not even fit. Their art, though, is pretty cool. How it's, like, super saturated and stuff. Like, for the promotion. Their promotional art, not necessarily in-game. That's pretty cool. I want to see how the Flauros plays. The Flauros seems like it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But they are still updating Maxi Boost fairly regularly. Not with content, but just fixes and new features.
Good.
They had the multiplayer arena now, which is it's like set up for tournaments. It's set up for like local tournaments and stuff. It's like winner stays, everybody else gets kicked.
Okay.
So it's relatively interesting.
Yeah. I kind of figured they're gonna whether they ever get to Extreme Versus 2 or not, they're gonna at least keep updating this because it's probably gonna be like the go-to for like tournaments and things for a good while.
Yeah, it's just so weird. Like, hey, we're giving you Extreme Versus 2. We'll look Extreme, or we're giving you Max Boost. We'll look Extreme Versus 2 has a new version.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds about
It's just
right.
like, well, why didn't you just give us Extreme Versus 2 if you're getting ready to rotate it out of the fucking arcades anyway?
Yeah.
Because, to be honest, it uses a better version. Because the biggest complaint I keep seeing about Max Boost, man, these graphics are awful. Yeah, they are. They're dated. Versus looks way better. Versus is technically on console, an older game, even though it's using a newer engine.
Mm-hmm.
And then Versus 2 uses that engine, but better.
I'll have to fight on my own.
They trim out a lot of the mobile suits, though, so maybe that's why they didn't. They trim out, like, pretty much every repeat and some other ones.
Yeah.
But it's be an interesting game. ironic to see the most overpowered Gundam in the game was the narrative for a while.
Okay.
Just shit on everybody.
Hmm.
Everybody. And then they nerfed the shit out of it now. It's like on the D tier list. It went from S to D to a lot of people.
100 to 0 real quick.
Real quick. Actually, for like 4 months it dominated, but... I can't believe the Phoenix wasn't in it. It was just a narrative. Now, now they're adding the Phoenix to it. So yay, another unicorn. And how many does Maxi Boost have? Maxi Boost have 4 already.
Yeah.
It's like, ew. What you been playing, Rob?
Mostly GBO2 and Genshin Impact. That's been about it.
How's your Winnie the Pooh Spyware Waifu game going?
That's going pretty well.
Like, I hear the gameplay's great. It's just I saw the gacha rates, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, they do give you a decent roster of characters, you know, through the story. But yeah, if you want anybody specific out of that,
Good luck.
yeah.
Well, plus I heard they had like gameplay affecting the items you need to progress that's in the gacha, and it's just like,
There are, I think, but I also realized that I was wrong about one of them, which is that the one ability you do get a character just, you know, within just regular gameplay that will be able to unlock the puzzles I was having trouble with. I just did not realize they could do that, so.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I feel like Heavy should be playing that game.
Hmm.
If he doesn't already. You gotta have some little Kuru in there. But yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna dog anyone who likes it. If you find enjoyment in that game, cool.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
that's
it's
like 76.
Yeah, I mean, I think the most important thing about it to me is that it's basically Breath of the Wild with two of the most annoying features of Breath of the Wild taken out. Those being weapon degradation and being unable to climb when it's raining.
Mm.
So that's kind of a big thing. Just the fact that I do not have to like hunch on the side of a hill and wait for it to stop raining so I can climb up or down.
You feel like there would be some kind of like magical bullshit enhancement because I'm a big magical elf boy and I should be able to just climb up when it's raining with this item.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but as far as I can tell, there's if there is, it's farther in the game than I've gotten. So, and yeah, that's just really, you know, like I said, just like the two biggest annoyances in Breath of the Wild taken off, and it's, you know, a decent little game. So, I'm enjoying it. I don't think it's going to get any of my money, but I'm enjoying it.
You ain't taking my money.
The ironic thing is, I got a new phone, so I can finally go back to some of the old games I had to get rid of because of space.
Ah, nice.
And I guess I left at a good time because, oh my god, they are so pay to win. Mostly just like World of Tanks Blitz. I played that when it first came out. I was like, oh hey, cool. World of Tanks is like one of the biggest games in the world and all that. And I was like, okay, cool, they got a phone game. I played that for a while. And my phone just started getting super hot when I played, and I just eventually, it wasn't like, nah, this is not worth it. It was taking up too much space. So got rid of that. Come back like 2 years later. There's a bunch of fantasy tanks like Frankenstein and Wolfenstein and like just shit that... There's Mad Max stuff now and it's just shitting on all the World War II vehicles.
Okay.
And you're just like, how do I get this? Oh, pay $60? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. World of Warships doesn't seem too bad though. I went back to that too. That seems still pretty fun. I just hate the controls. Because it's phone. I hate it.
I've never really seen much about that one except for the event where there were inexplicably Transformers riding on some of the boats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on the PC one. The mobile one gets all like the not Azure Lane, but all the other boat-based waifu animes.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Just the fact that there's multiples of that is just...
There's like 4. And I'm just like, Because Azure Lane is the one where they're like actually the boats. Versus the other ones where it's like Girls and Panzers but boats. Which, to be honest, that's the only one I ever liked. was Girls and Panzers. And also had a tie-in with World of Tanks Blitz, ironically enough.
Okay.
I have one of the tanks. Actually, I have two of the tanks in that, because I grinded for them when it came out. That's the only one, because it doesn't do the creepy fucking sexualization of the little Japanese girls, and it's like, yay.
Yeah.
This is just weird action with, like, these girls should be fucking, like, hamburger on the side of their tank half the time, but hey, whatever. It's just like, since I'm a big history nerd, like, there's a Panzer 38T, which is a Czechoslovakian tank that's riveted. Well, it gets hit with a high explosive shell, and it just kind of just rocks the tank. All of those rivets should have broken off on the inside and just pierced all of those cute anime girls. It should have just fucking... It should have murdered all of them, because that's one of its biggest problems. That's why tanks quickly became not riveted. Because when you get hit with a big enough shell, all the rivets on the inside would basically become bullets. And just kill everyone on the inside.
Oh, well.
So that's why, like, hey, we should probably cast this. We should probably not rivet shit together. And even the Americans, when we did it, on the Sherman, it was only riveted in front of, like, the transmission and shit, so if something would hit, it would just get stuck in the transmission, it wouldn't go into the crew. So, yeah, fun fact, don't rivet your tank, idiot. All you people out here making homemade tanks. That's mostly the Kurds, though.
This is Lala.
Uh-oh.
Launching.
Oh, okay, just kicked me out of the stream, for some reason.
Oh.
I thought it kicked me out of the voice, but... Not yet.
Not yet.
But yeah. Oh, you got shards. Are you on an orange route?
Nope. I'm in Cuba. This is Lalo.
Oh, I just saw Sharp's face pop up, and I'm just like, oh, hey, wait a minute. But, I do like Kuru 2's colors for the Keyblade Mark II more.
Yeah.
More vibrant. But yeah, it was a shame to see World of Warships isn't that pay to win, but now it has like a fucking super expensive battle pass. And it's just like, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. That is one thing about Genshin, is that it does not tell you that there's a battle pass for that until you're about, like, 15, like, story levels in.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't mind the idea of a battle pass as long as it's free.
Yeah.
Not the like tiered, oh, here's the free bullshit level where you don't get anything, but if you pay $24.99, here's the good one.
Yeah, that's what it has.
Because, like, Warframe 76...
Bless you.
A couple other games I played just have free battle passes. And their thing where they make money is, you want to advance faster, you can pay to advance. Otherwise, here.
Grind it out.
Have at it.
Yeah.
Which I would prefer that. If you're working, like, 60-hour weeks and you ain't got time to play, but you have a shit ton of expendable income, sure. Go ahead. Pay it up. Not just like, oh, hey, $24, and then you still have to grind. Just like, no. I'm almost done with 76's Battle Pass this season. Me and Salty both, actually.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty good. It's, kind of like G.I. Joe, but Cobra's replaced with communists.
Okay, so my knowledge of G.I. Joe is very, very, very limited. What the fuck what is up their ass? The Cobra. Cobras.
They're just big, mean terrorist dudes.
Yeah,
World domination.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Just classic bad guy syndrome.
Who was the one that had the metal head?
That was Destro.
Okay, so there's a Destro Cobra Commander hybrid outfit you can get in 76 called the Subjugator, and it actually looks kind of cool.
Oh, neat.
I'll just send you a picture. But yeah, it's big red star Chinese communist. Yeah, what is it? It's Armor Ace and the Power Patrol, and then Armor Ace replaces Duke, basically.
Gotcha.
Which was hilarious. Like, one of the things is like, you know that Silent Live skit where not Silent Live, Robot Chicken, where they mount the flag in that poor Cobra Grunt's butt. We plant a flag in our ass figuratively, and in one case, literally. They have a big monument to it, like the Iwo Jima monument.
Oh, yeah.
So they kind of have a tribute
Oh
to
my
that
God.
on the game board, where they're like just stabbing the flag in this poor Chinese communist chest and just raising it up. Just like, yeah, that's Fallout.
Yep.
The next one's Doctor Who themed, I guess. With a chick.
I don't know how I
Yeah,
feel about that.
Yeah, I haven't seen many of the rewards yet. I want to see what like cool rewards, because I actually like all the rewards this time look pretty cool. The first season wasn't that good
No.
because a lot of it was actually just recycled from Fallout 4.
Yeah, the mod section nonetheless.
Hmm.
The mod section of Fallout 4, where people made it.
Yeah, the Creation Club.
Yep.
Basically just a straight port for some of it because it was Captain Cosmos, so it's like that's like their like Buck Rogers character. And someone made so basically Bethesda liked their mod so much it was like one of the first things on the Creation Club was since you're in Boston they're filming a Captain Cosmos TV show and there's like a power armor they made for it that's supposed to like come out whatever 70 or Fallout's NASA was. I can't remember what it was called because it's not spelled the same, but it's like, oh hey look, here's big fucking Apollo 13 looking power armor. Like, oh, okay, that's cool. And that's the final reward for last season. It's like, it's a straight port.
Oh, nice.
Well, no, because I don't think the dude who created it got paid for it. He got paid for it at the Creation Club, but then they own the asset after that, and then they just like, oh, we're going to port it over here.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. It's just like a straight port. It was already in Fallout 4. Like, why is this? But this season, it's all like unique stuff. Nothing's ported over.
Good.
It's actually got useful items in it. It's a lot quicker to progress too, because this time last year, I think, or last season, I think we were only hitting like level 60 at this point, and there's a lot of people at like 90 right now.
Oh, nice.
Out of 100. So yeah, it's a lot faster. The Doctor Who one, we'll just have to see. Because that's going to come out with the Brotherhood of Steel, and I feel like that's two completely clashing things.
Yeah.
Still wish you
We're
could
set up, they start to look
get
good.
in with that game with us, Rob.
Yeah, man, even if I got a copy, I don't think I'd have time right now.
Yeah. I think you would enjoy playing with us. We'd be able to help you out right off the bat and all that.
Yeah, I mean, it's something to get into when you get off your Chinese waifu game. What's your waifu? This T60 power arm? Man, okay, talk about... Have you guys seen the mod character Bobby Bass from New Vegas?
No.
He is the greatest mod character of all time. Oh my god. Whoever did his dialogue needs to get hired by Bethesda. I'll have to link you that video. Because, oh my god, it's the best. Because I was going to say something about, like, I can sexualize this T60, and like, there's a that reminds me of Bobby Bass. Like, it's just... He's from like North Carolina. And one of his line was, "What do you mean from North Carolina?" I walked, motherfucker. I walked from the East Coast all the way over here. It's like, yeah, you can fucking do it. I saw Caesar's Legion. They're all a bunch of dudes throwing spears at motherfuckers. And it's like, I saw that shit. I know what they about. I walked around. He just started going on about that. Like, it's not hard, motherfucker. Oh, it's just a good character. Oh, God, it's like a half-hour video of just all his dialogue. But yeah, Fallout's been fun right now. Hopefully they keep the quality of life stuff going in Steel Dawn, because they have a lot of positive momentum right now. It'll be really easy to fuck that up, though.
Oh, yeah.
The story might mess with people, because unfortunately I watched a video of like them talking about how it does on the PTS, and I guess it ends on kind of a cliffhanger. But that could be just because they didn't put the last mission in. They didn't want to give it out.
Wait.
We don't know yet.
Wait, which ones? What are you guys talking about?
Steel Dawn.
Oh, so we... Huh.
I don't know how it ends. I just know they said, hey, it kind of ends on a cliffhanger. We don't know if it's because they didn't put the last mission in so we don't spoil it, or if it just ends on a fucking cliffhanger and we don't know when the next part of the story's coming out. So,
well, whenever
that
it comes
could
out,
piss people off.
I can't wait, because I'm so looking
Oh,
forward
yeah.
to it.
The only other thing I heard that will probably annoy people is the acquisition of the new items. It's all tied to daily ops. They're not changing the loot pool that's already in there, but they're just adding like 15 new items.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like, that's going to be a big pool. But I mean, for people who just start the game, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll not have that stuff. Just we've had it for 2 months and we have it all. So
Yeah.
Well, I don't
in
have
current
nothing
place-
because it keeps giving me the same 3 fucking items.
Okay, yeah, you don't have the Warglaive, but that's the only thing you don't have.
Do I have everything else? Yeah, I do have
You got
everything
Liquid
else.
Courage, right? Yeah, you got literally everything
no,
with the
I
Warglaive.
I don't have Liquid Courage.
Okay, you're missing 2 things out of the 15. And Liquid Courage, it's nice, it ain't that good. I've used it.
I will do what I
It's only good for one situation.
Wait,
and...
oops, I didn't change missions.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to do this again.
You're too busy, too pissed off you didn't get the Warglaive.
Yeah, because it's a really good fucking weapon. And the only problem is that you can't sell or drop that plan, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to get it on.
Okay,
my
Bethesda needs to roll back on some stuff now. I do agree. Like all the stuff that came out in Wastelanders, that needs to be tradable now. You're on to the next. You're on to the next update. All this stuff you're like, oh, this is supposed to be the high tier in game stuff, has been replaced now. That stuff needs to be tradable now because
Yeah.
people who don't have it will want it. And the people who already have it don't want another one of it. They're going on to the next shit.
Because like everything in the Brotherhood of Steel update is gonna fucking be better than what we got right now. So
Other than, I don't think there's a new conventional heavy weapon. There's that new rocket launcher, which is cool. But there's not like a Gatling gun or anything like that.
do we know that for sure though?
Yes. We know that for sure. There are... I want to say 4 new weapons. The Chimera Pistol, the Rocket Launcher, a Plasma Sword, and something I'm forgetting.
I want that plasma sword just because it sounds
Plasma
cool.
Sword seems cool. It's a big dumbass, like, rip-off lightsabers. You know how in Seed, how the anti-chip swords have that beam
Yeah.
that goes through the actual sword? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that, except it's got 2 beams, and then, like, it's got, like, a big fucking... What is that item called? I'm trying to think. It's almost like you know those things you floss your teeth with that have, like, that big prong, like that C-shaped prong, and then they have the floss that's, like, on the very edge of it?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like that, but a sword.
Okay.
And the floss is 2 lines of plasma.
That works.
Yeah. And it's unique. I definitely can't fault them. Their art style is finally reaching a hybrid of, like, the Black Isle and New Vegas art design and the Fallout 4 art design. Like, it's finally, like, coming together and making something that look actually good.
Nice.
Because Fallout 4's art design, while cool, all the weapons look like garbage. Like, they don't look like weapons. They look like cartoon weapons. Well,
That's the problem with the
76 tries
assault
to-
rifle in 76, because that weapon looks
Yeah,
like
that's the
shit.
Fallout 4 assault rifle.
Is
That's
it?
why they kept that. There's a skin coming out that turns it into the Fallout 3 assault rifle. Like, just straight up. They're like, hey, yeah, I know everybody doesn't like this, so here you go. I think you get it from a quest in Steel Dawn, actually. It's either Adam's Shop or Quest Reward, which will be nice. But yeah, so the acquisition of the new weapons. You know how in Wastelanders right now, Salty, you buy the weapon, you buy legendary modules, and you make a legendary version?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not how that works with the new weapons. You have to drop them.
I'm fine with that.
See, but you have to know the blueprint, though. That's the thing.
That's
You have
weird.
to get the plan from Daily Ops, learn the plan, and then it starts dropping. But you can't make them. I would almost like both, kind of like how it is for the Wastelanders weapons.
Wow, I punched so hard I knocked his waist off. That seems about right.
You sure did. Obliterated that man's pelvis. From the front this time. But yeah, the armor's gonna piss people off too. Instead of dropping the head, torso, arms, and legs, it drops each individual part.
Oh.
So left leg, right leg. So there's like a whole... It's just gonna make it more annoying because it's random drops. So you get like the same part. It's not tradable. Can't trade it. So you just get a dead drop. Looks good though. I think it's called the Brotherhood Infantry Armor.
Okay.
have to fight on my own.
It's I can't really think of what it looks like from another Fallout game. It's very unique looking, very heavily armored. I'd almost say like Vegas Ranger, but more knightly.
Hmm.
If you remember, like the new Vegas California Rangers and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and the big assault armor, like remove the cloak and make it more heavily armored. It kind of
Yeah.
looks like that.
Okay.
It looks pretty cool. It'll be on par with the Secret Service armor, so that'll be nice. Considering the Secret Service armor costs like 10,000 gold to get a full set and all the mods. So
I'm not a fan of the way the Secret Service armor looks.
no, the head makes you look like a Dark Trooper Mark 1 though, and that's kind of cool.
I just
Star
want that
Wars.
T65, but
yeah.
man, that's a lot of grinding to do.
And see, that's not even the only power armor tied to gold. It'd be different if that was the only power armor tied to gold. The Strangler Heart power armor's in there too.
Yep.
That's 2 power armor. That's like 7,000 gold just to get the parts, not even the mods. The gold system's really grinding. That's probably my least favorite thing. That's why I focused on the faction stuff to get that on my main character, because I knew nobody would go for that.
Makes sense.
Everybody would go for the Secret Service stuff because it's like the big in-game stuff, and this is all like the unique stuff that has characters, really. You've got like the cattle prod, and you get like the Gauss minigun and shotgun. Like that's fun. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
The Settler stuff, they have a couple dumb things, but the Raiders really hook you up with a lot of stuff. Secret Service though has like it's got the Gauss pistol. It's got the it sells all the new plans coming in the next update. It'll sell all the mods, which I don't get why that works like that, but okay. So that's why I haven't been spending gold lately. But it's got all the stuff from the Vault Raid that had to get taken out of the game because it was so glitchy. It was deleting people's characters.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like you would get kicked from it, and literally every single item on your character would have been deleted.
That's nuts.
They couldn't fix
so
that?
no, they couldn't. So they took it out of the game. Yeah, so that's probably when Fallout Backlash got the worst. Like, just like the sheer amount of vitriol. Because they kept telling people they wouldn't roll back their characters, but then they'd roll back certain people's characters, and the people who didn't get rolled back are like, what the fuck, dude?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was a whole thing, but that's taken care of now. Raids probably aren't coming back, and I think that's fine.
Well, yeah,
Because their raids weren't that.
Characters.
No, like their raids weren't that good to begin with. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's a big raid." It's like, no, it's like a little shitty dungeon. Daily Ops is a better version of it.
Yeah.
Like straight up, it's quicker, less glitchy.
I do
more
like
rewarding.
Daily Ops. It's very fun.
Daily Ops is the best thing. The closest thing I can equate it to is a strike in Destiny, but faster.
Yeah. I've been thinking about reinstalling Destiny 1 just so I can dick around in it because I love its
Yeah,
art style.
I have Destiny 1 still installed. Yeah, I can play with that with you.
Because I prefer its art style over Destiny 2 any day.
Destiny 2's is getting better, but I don't want to give him any more of my money now.
Yeah.
Look, I gave him like $300, and it wasn't good when I played. It got better after I quit. I'm like, you're not getting any more of my money. I didn't give you $300 in the first year and a half of your existence just to get fucking good now and want me to pay more.
Mm-hmm.
The new expansion does look cool, though.
Yeah, we finally get a new subclass.
Yep, and, no, I mean, like, just the art. Like, you have it's almost like you're climbing the Himalayas, because, like, the cold actually affects you.
Yep. And
So they have, like, these little base camps you can go to, and it's like a Himalayan, like, here's a bunch of tents, you hang out.
I mean, there's a full weather system in the new update now for that.
Yeah.
For Europa, it's not just snow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they actually make the thermal scope worth a shit now because they can finally spot enemies like when you can't.
Yep.
But yeah, like it's cool. It's just like I don't want all the money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I already been.
I
there.
mean, if I was working, if I actually had a job, I would buy it.
This is the one that would get me back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one.
I just don't have the money.
But,
There's
like-
no health.
But at the same time, I'm like, I'm playing so many other things. What am I gonna drop for D2 again?
Mm-hmm.
Be straight up. Yeah, it looks interesting. A lot of characters come back. I'm hoping their writing starts getting better at this point because that's still their weak point.
Well, they say everything is going to get a lot darker, which I'm fine with because it's a fucking You know, I know it's
Okay,
rated
well-
teen, but like, fuck, it's about time it's getting darker.
No, I mean, it got pretty dark in D2's vanilla story, but I think people are over it, because it was already dark in D1 to a point, but there was still hope. D2, there's no hope.
Yeah.
There's none. Like, there's just fucking meaningless existence at this point, basically. I think that's what turned people off.
Yeah.
Plus, they're rewriting characters to act in ways they didn't in D1, and it's just like, a lot of people don't like that.
Yeah.
And killing Cade.
Yeah,
I'm still annoyed they did that.
I was already kind of drifting away from playing the game when I heard they did that. That's when I stopped.
I really don't care about losing Cade because I always felt him to be a pompous asshole, and I just fucking hated him. I don't like that character.
I kind of read just about everybody else in the game as being, pompous assholes.
Yeah, so here's the thing. If you listen to Cade's D1 dialogue, and I'm not talking like if you listen to like his little asides and what he says over the speaker and stuff, he's the most fleshed out character.
Mm-hmm.
No, they start giving Ikora, and then they had all the Grimoire that talked about him, Ikora and Zavala, and they were all pretty cool. Well, see, then the Grimoire becomes not canon. They get rid of the Grimoire. All that stuff didn't happen. Bullshit. They start rewriting characters. Ikora basically becomes a scared little girl again. She's supposed to be like the biggest badass warlock just out here shotgunning the fuck out of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Zavala, I guess, is under the control of Savathun right now. Allegedly.
Okay.
Like, in terms of him not wanting to act and go forward, it's like Savathun, like, stoking his fears so he'll never do anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it just feeds into whatever fucking power, weird, high bullshit scheme she's got going on. And then you had Cade, who was still pretty much the character he was in D1, but a little bit more of a jokester. A little bit more like jokes that landed flat, too.
Yeah.
And they just fucking kill him to sell an expansion.
Mm-hmm.
And then who's going to be the new Hunter Vanguard? Oh, Prince Aldrin, the guy who killed him? Oh, yeah, that'll be a good idea.
That is the Hunter's Dare, though.
Yeah, it should have been Shiro, though, because Shiro was part of the last two. So he's the last survivor. So it should be Shiro 4. Shiro's cool.
I don't know. I might reinstall Destiny 1 tonight.
Yeah, we can play D1. I'm pretty much back. I think I'm 395 out of 400 on there still, like on my main, so I can pretty much do anything. I kind of stopped in the Age of Triumph when everyone else was kind of just getting off.
Yeah.
I kept playing, but I didn't have enough people to do raids, so I'm missing a lot of the raid ornaments.
I've never done any of the raids.
But I have most of the weapons. So, I'm happy with that. The raids are so good in D1, they're bringing one of them back for D2.
Yeah. They already said they're bringing all the raids back after they polish them up and fix them. The reason they're vaulting a lot of shit is so they can rework it. That's why they're doing it.
Yeah.
They're all gonna.
Yeah, they're not deleting it permanent. They actually had to come out recently and say, "Hey, this is temporary. We're trying to fix it. Give it a minute."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna just.
But then they literally just port the Cosmodrome from D1, like the free Siva Cosmodrome. Port it over, just straight up. So you tell me you could have just done that the whole time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could have done that for every planet, right? And then they're bringing back the Vault of Glass, the first raid, so I imagine there'll be a few tweaks on that. But
a lot of people are pissed off though with the sunsetting of weapons.
That keeps me from coming back because I'm like an OCD collector, and if I have my entire collection, and now it's all useless, with the exception of the exotics.
It's not just that. No, even some exotics are getting hit with that too.
It's none of the weapons, it's just certain pieces of armor that they can't fix, basically. They're just heavily flawed, they're just sunsetting because they know no one uses them.
Because, like, the one, what pisses them off, or a lot of players off, is the whole masterworking the weapons.
Yeah.
And the
they
armor.
masterworked the weapon they got in the second, or from the first year. They were able to masterwork it.
Yeah.
They've had this weapon their entire Destiny life. You're like, nope, useless now. Play with the new shit.
And
which is what's going to piss off people the most, is if, like, because the regular legendaries, what if it's like, oh, hey, this is the Scathe Lock exactly in terms of stats and everything, but it's a new skin. But the Scathe Lock is Sunset. If they start doing that lazy shit, it'll piss people off. If they actually mix it up, and the reason they sunset stuff is because it literally doesn't fit new mechanics that they're introducing, and they're gonna make legendary weapons more unique, I think people will get over it. But right now, yeah, I'm pretty pissed. Like, because a lot of my favorite armor and stuff, I put a lot of time and effort in upgrading. It's dead. They get new armor and guns. I'm happy they didn't do it to some of the exotics. Because if they would have sunset exotics too, I think they would have just pissed off the entire player base.
Yeah.
But their game, man. More power to them. I don't play it no more.
Yep.
Like, fuck it. I popped on it to finish my platinum. I want to say last month. Because I had to get it before they sunset the raid. The only way to get I didn't do the Leviathan on Prestige.
Ah.
And they're like, oh, goes away on November 11th. Well, time to get in there. So we did that.
I haven't done that raid.
It's not very good.
I don't have anyone to do it with, so I said, fuck it, then I'm just not going to do raids. I just stuck with strikes and helping random ass people out, doing
okay, so you didn't miss shit in D2. D2 had Leviathan and 3 of the raid layers that went along with it.
Yep.
Only one of them was good out of those 4. Then you had the Last Wish raid. Super fucking hard and buggy. By far the hardest raid in Destiny, and half the time it wouldn't work right. It's fixed now, but like, when it came out, horrible. Then there's the... It's not Scourge of the Past, but it's like the new Fallen raid. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Still, I wouldn't put it in the top 3 of Destiny strikes, period. I think D1's got all those. Maybe 5th. 4th or 5th. But yeah, in general, Destiny 2's raids suck compared to D1. They're awful. The raid layers especially. But yeah, I got my platinum on that, so I was like, well, that's my big send-off to D2.
Yeah.
And like, I had such high hope. Like, this is coming from a dude who like really gave it a try. It's not like I didn't stop at the first expansion, the second expansion. I stopped right before Shadow Key came out.
Yep.
I was like, they're not getting more of my money.
I went through it all. I paid for everything.
Yeah.
And then what like really pissed me off the most was the fact that, you know, after a year the game's free and the first like 3 days
and then all
DLCs
are free.
Yeah, and they didn't give nothing to the people who bought
yeah, there was
day
no veteran
one
reward really.
Yeah.
No.
And I was really upset. Like, come on.
And everyone's just like, oh look, Destiny's gonna go kick Warframe's ass because it's free to play now. Ha ha ha. Oh wait, you mean only like 40% of Destiny 2 is playable in the free-to-play version? Oh. Yeah. I remember that show. Oh, this is gonna kill Warframe. Warframe's gonna get fucking smoked by Destiny finally. Ha ha ha. Oh, wait. Oh, you can't play most of the game? Oh, you can only do Patrol and Crucible and Lost Light and in New Light? Oh. Oh, no. So, yeah. I mean, it's a good step for super casual players who just want to play Destiny with their friends and just random world stuff and Crucible. But yeah, you can't do anything else. You can't do any quests. You can't do any strikes. Like, you're basically just stuck in patrol mode and Crucible.
Yep.
Which, some people, that's all they want.
Yeah.
That's fine. But yeah, Europa looks good. Again, I just don't want to give them the money, man. And plus, I've missed out on so much now. I'm just like, yeah. But then again, all the shit I missed out on is sunset now. So it doesn't matter.
You've not really missed nothing. Because I still hop on once in a while, and there's really nothing to do.
Well, it's mostly the seasonal events, not the raids. I like the seasonal events. Like the, they have the Festival of the Lost going on right now still. I enjoyed that. I always did it every year.
The gear's not that worth it.
Oh, I have the original one of the first auto rifle. I still have that.
That auto rifle's is still better than the one they got now.
Yeah, Horror Story. Yep. Yeah, Horror Story. The new one wasn't that good. I know you can get random rolls on Horror Story now. That would make Horror Story even better. But the armor looks cool. I'll give them that. Like the Hunter one, basically like Count Dracula looking motherfucker. Like I'm okay with that. But that's just a reskin of D1 armor. Like straight up, it's just a reskin and a slight retexture. Because it gives him like the puffy shirt collar, which wasn't on the regular armor. But like, it's just D1 armor. Matter of fact, it's Taken King armor. Did I come Taken? Or before, I mean. It might be House of Wolves armor, actually. Yeah, it's House of Wolves armor. It's the Hunter mask that has the big, like, gas mask on it.
Yeah.
If you remember that. So, yeah, that's House of Wolves armor. So, yeah.
And that
But
armor
yeah,
wasn't
man,
even that good looking.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely fits more Halloween theme than it does just regular armor.
Yeah.
But yeah, so here, Destiny 2, I'm like, okay, this is a great story. Wow, they actually improved their writing and stuff. Like, okay, that's cool. And then you get to the gameplay of vanilla Destiny 2, like the loop after. Awful. Awful gameplay. Okay, I'll wait for the first expansion. First expansion comes out. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, maybe they'll pull a House of Wolves, and then the next expansion with Warmind will be where it starts getting better. Nope, it gets fucking worse. Warmind to me killed my love for the franchise. Just straight up did. All the lore and stuff got rewritten. You basically kill a worm god, and he's pathetic. Like it's a terrible fight.
Yep. Like
What?
you fought a worm god, but yet you fought Oryx. And...
I beat him with a pointy stick.
Yeah.
I literally beat him with a pointy stick. I won. That's all it took. A big pointy stick.
You poked him.
I poked him real fucking good.
Almost done. Do we dare?
While Oryx kills one and becomes literally a fucking like god. It's like just nutty bullshit. You kill one. Oh hey, good job, man. You got him with a stick. And then like I hate what they did to Anna Bray. They basically turned her into a valley girl, and it's like Anna Bray was like this big gunslinger. She's the strongest gunslinger, like ever.
But yet never uses her fucking gun.
Yeah, just basically like, Daddy Rasputin. Like no. I'm good. Also, I hate what they did with Rasputin. Oh, Rasputin was never on Earth. That was just a fragment. Yeah.
But no, really, he was been on Mars this entire time, 100%.
Yeah, not that we didn't like literally fucking see it though, bro. Like we were talking to Rasputin, like we were at his core. You're saying all that shit we did for him, and plus they barely even talk about Rise of Iron. That was one of my favorite expansions.
Yeah.
They pretty much cut all story. What's bad is they cut all story stuff and all quality of life stuff at Taken King when they started working on Destiny 2. So none of the stuff that improved after the Taken King and D1 got ported to D2 until like Shadowkeep. Like 2 years after D2 was out.
Jeez.
Like I think at this point, finally, D2 is a better playing and enjoyable game than D1 is, but it took them 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, it hurts bad because I was super invested in Destiny. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm more power to them. I hope because they're starting a new trilogy of expansions that are kicking off like the new story arc with the new writing team and all that. And I hope they're all great. But I ain't getting back in.
I'm just surprised Deej is gone now too.
That makes me worry, but he has been there like 6 years. Like maybe just a new opportunity popped up.
Yeah.
Because he was one of the dudes that came in right when the Xbox sold them, or let him go.
Yeah.
Like he was one of the dudes they brought in. So it's a shame though. Deej was a good community manager. He definitely had to deal with a lot of shit. So, yeah, I don't know, man. To me, D1's still better, and that's not even nostalgia talking, because half of D2's fucking story right now is based off nostalgia. Fuck, Europa was supposed to be in D1, that's what I mean, it's not even a new idea, really. They were teasing Europa, right before they announced, the Age of Triumph and stuff, and the D1 was gonna be, go away for D2 because of Activision. Which, oh, that partnership worked out good too, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Activision ruins everything they fucking touch.
Yeah, look at Blizzard.
Yeah.
God damn, this bound on.
Shoot him, yes. Shoot him repeatedly. Uh-oh.
No.
Ooh, lucked out.
Nice.
Yeah, Blizzard. I mean, you figure all the old guard of Blizzard's gone. Like, they're gone. They're out. They're fucking out of there. they're like we said in the other week, they're hiring a bunch of like super woke directors and stuff to try and get that going for them. Which I mean, that's the audience you're going for, cool, but that's not what Blizzard's been about. Not that I've been a big Blizzard fan, I just know it's kind of, that sucks. But like I said, pretty soon it'll just be back to Activision and Blizzard get broken up and just distributed the rest of Activision property.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a shame, but...
Oh, fuck. Tarzan, where'd you come from? And where did you go?
Behind you.
There we go.
Only money in the pocket.
I don't know. I'm not surprised by it, but that's the mentality people need to break, though, that the video game is like this big loving industry, and they love it's a business. It's been a business since like 2000.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the unfortunate thing is they've had so many people who came in since the 2000s who had that mindset and just got chewed up and spit out.
And that's sad.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, movies are like that. Look at the movie. Don't be acting like, oh, video games are super fun. Like, the other thing that's going to kind of sound kind of bad, all these people like bitching about crunch and shit like that. So why is it okay or why is it not okay that these people who are working in an office have to work 60-hour weeks, but it's okay for people who work in factories and distribution to work 60-hour weeks and like all that?
Yeah. And be treated like shit. And I know that from experience.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit, I've told you guys enough about the hells I've been through in some of the factories I've worked in, and no one bats an eye about, like, oh, the video game industry is so fucking hard.
They're trying to silence me. Yeah, no, like, the video game industry, and you're working 60-hour weeks, like, that sucks. But then they're just fucking bitching and moaning about it. Like, dude, people in warehouses do that shit for months on end. Like, they'll work 50, 60 days straight.
And we don't get paid as much either. That's the kicker. That's the
Yeah.
best part.
Well, okay, the only thing on the pay thing, you're employed and they're contractors. That's the only thing I'll be like, the pay probably works out a little bit decent. But I'm tired of people like in the industry bitching about it. Like, oh god, they're being forced to work all these hours and shit. Yeah, so are factory workers and warehouse workers, and you're working. Fuck.
I think the big difference there is that I get the sense that factory workers know it's going to happen in advance. It's like, but when you're in an environment like this, it's like, oh yeah, crunch. It's totally optional. But if you don't do it, you're obviously not a team player. And you will.
Well, yeah, they're coming from art colleges and shit, where it's like their creativity is valued and their opinions input, and then they go from that to being real world. You're a cog in a machine, and they weren't ready for it. Which I can definitely understand where they're coming from on that. But it's like, you're working. Like, you always hear these, like, quote-unquote horror stories. You got motherfuckers breaking down and having to sleep at their desk and all that shit. They're factory workers. They're working 20-hour days. They go out and sleep in their car and have to come right back in. Like, the crunch thing don't bother me as much, because, like, that's work. Yeah, that's work. Now, the overseas crunch... That's that next level shit. Like in Poland and shit, where labor laws are different, that's that next level shit. Because they're working like 80 and they're still not paying them. They're just not getting paid. That one's different. But like the American ones, it's like, well, I moved out to California and that's the reason I'm here. Well, you probably shouldn't have moved out and moved across the fucking country for like a bet to be a contract worker. That's just a poor life decision. Like, there's plenty of older folks that probably could have told you that about from a different industry. Like, yeah, I've seen that happen before. But it just surprised me that people oh man, the video games industry is so scummy. Yeah, it's an entertainment industry. They're all scummy. Now the whole sexual harassment shit, nah, that don't fly.
Yeah,
no.
Fucking Ubisoft over here doing some bullshit. But guess who else doing some bullshit? Hollywood. So, again, not really surprising. They keep talking that they want to get the programmers and stuff a union. I don't know if that would even help them.
They won't.
They'll just hire scabs. Like, straight up. There's too many programmers coming out. Programmers aren't valued because there's so many of them coming out every year. That's why they're all contract workers and not employees.
Yep.
They know they can use up this crop and then just ship out the next one. but the only way they're going to fix that is stop wanting to become a fucking programmer. Because then the people who are already in the industry will be valued. Because there won't be that many of them.
Yep. It's supply and demand.
Yeah, and there's a hell of a lot of supply. But it does suck for them. It does suck like they're all high hoped and like they came out of college, did good. And it's like, oh hey, I get to be part of this big whimsical. Nope, get to fucking work. Like that poor guy in Red Dead. Sign this horse taking a shit for the next 3 months. Do it. Do it now. Yeah, you have to think about it. Someone got paid. That was their job. To design a virtual horse taking a shit. In HD.
And not just that, like, fucking design the dong and the shrinking of the balls and everything.
Yeah. You gotta make this realistic, man. You gotta do it. What if it turned that man into a furry? What if it broke him that day? But yeah, it's just... Like, I like Jim Sterling a lot. That's where I get a lot of this feeling from. It's just like every time something happens in the industry, oh, man, look how scummy they are. It's like, yeah, bro. It's an entertainment industry. Look what Hollywood's doing. They're out here diddling kids.
And nothing's being done about it.
For decades at a time, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think overworking their people, like, that's the other thing. Fucking quit. Like, fuck you, dude. Like, eat a dick. I'm out. Yo, they keep telling stories like, oh man, this dude broke down, he started crying, all this shit. If a job is like fucking making you lose your fucking mind, there's other jobs, dude.
Yep.
Might not be in your field, but there's other jobs. You have to make that life choice. Does it matter more to fucking be in the career you wanted and fucking miserable, or like breaking down every day, or just like, oh man, I'm gonna go work at fucking Amazon for a few months until I find something better.
Give me a second, guys. I gotta say goodnight to my puppy. You going to
Alright.
Are you going to bed, Finn? You look so tuckered out. Yeah. Good night, big puppy. I love you.
Well, like Shipper. Shipper's working 60-hour weeks at Pepsi right now, right?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Why can't you motherfucker... He's probably getting paid as much as them fucking contract programmers.
Oh yeah, he's making that cash money. I'm not gonna
That's what I
state
mean.
how much, but it's a good amount.
Like, you're always gonna have... Like, it sucks that a lot of bosses in America ain't really good bosses no more. And they're always just looking down your throat about shit. But, like, would you rather have that be at a fucking programmer where this dude's holding litigation and shit over your head, or just at fucking Pepsi, where you're getting paid the fucking same and you can tell a guy to go fuck himself? Like, I'd take Pepsi. It's just nutty. Plus, the industry can't decide, oh, we want loyalty, but your resume isn't very diverse. Yeah, I worked at the same place for 15 years. Ah, well... You want me to work for here for 15 years, alright?
Shot
Well,
right
yeah.
in the dick. Fuck you, Camille.
Yeah. Fuck him. Fuck that man. He did what Char couldn't, though.
Man, I guess I'm gonna have to use the Gundam Mark II. Not.
I mean, you are, technically.
Yeah. But this is the Super Gundam.
That's such a bad name.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like that should be like what instead of the Perfect Gundam, I feel like that's what fucking old boy from Plymouth should have been. Super Gundam.
I wonder if we're gonna get the Perfect Gundam in GVO.
Probably not.
That would be the most hysterical shit ever. I don't care what anyone says.
I could do it for April Fools, I guess.
Yeah.
That would be Perfect Gundam. Squirt guns. When me and Rob play versus, I gotta kill with the squirt gun.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Kill the shit out of Harry Ord in a sumo. Yeah, I'm starting to really feel the longevity of versus isn't kind of there at this point, unless you're a multiplayer player, and that's kind of a shame.
Yeah.
You know, if they would have added more character or more DLC characters at this point, probably would have been a little different. But it's been, God, probably 4 months since launch, and they ain't added nothing.
That's
It's
sad.
Versus come out. Yeah, because for regular versus, shit was dropping like the month of.
Yeah.
Like you had to wait a month, and then it's like, oh hey, look, here's the first round of DLC here, and they kept that going for like a year.
Yeah.
Well, or at least 6 months, 7 months. They kept it going for a while. This has been out for a minute.
So I'm surprised they didn't add any like the DLC suits from the game before it. I don't know what's name. Like the Pale Rider and Derek Schmitzer Zaku.
Yeah, that's just versus. That's just Gundam versus for PS4. Yeah, it came out on July 30th, so we're in October. So it's about 3 months later. Not a damn new suit. Yeah, the Pale Rider should be in. The Pale Rider's in Versus too. You already have the updated ship for it, just port it over. And there's a lot of suits in the game, like the Bioland and stuff, that have complete movesets but aren't playable. Well, almost complete movesets.
Yeah.
There's not playable. And it's like, well, fuck, give us something. Just don't give us the fucking Javelin. Fucking nuclear explosion, head ass. But yeah, there needs to be some kind of DLC. Like, if they want to tie it into Extreme versus 2, go ahead, give us the Flauros, the Phoenix, do whatever. But do something. What would you like to see come to Versus there, Rob?
Oh jeez, I don't even know. I would, in the future, I'd just love to see Versus have just, like, the full selection of just mobile suits that you used to see in this, in an Omni versus ZAF 2 Plus. I want all the minor stuff back. That's, you know,
Yeah,
not as like, strikers, but as playable stuff.
they tried to do that with Versus and people complained.
That's a shame.
They complained about the high Zac and the Marsai and stuff like that. It's like, well, and when the Zaku 1 and the Gem Sniper Comics custom came out as DLC, people complained.
Yeah.
Well, why are they adding this stupid Zaku and a gem? Where's my strike freedom?
The other thing I'd just like to see is less. What I'd really like to see is them not do DLC in the Japanese style, where it's, you know, 17 dozen individual things for like $3-5
and no season pass.
Yeah, just give season passes. Do it in groups. You know, do something.
Or you can trickle them out. Just give us a fucking season pass. I'm not spending $5 fucking 20 times.
Yeah. Something along the lines of Dragon Ball Xenoverse, that in terms of Japanese games to do okay with DLC, that would work relatively well. You know, give us groups of things at once, rather than all these ridiculous little downloads.
Another thing that I think might be going on with Mike's Booth on is they probably fucking deleted all the assets again, like they did with Gundam Breaker. Because it's done. It's on an old engine. Might be why there's not any suits coming, because they can't. They fucking lost it.
Oh, jeez.
I feel like they wouldn't have done that, but Bandai's literally done it before. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're going to the Unreal Engine. Delete all of the delete all of the assets from Gundam Breaker 3. Wait, why? Why? Just do it. Then hire some rejects from fucking Sega. Just get a print money.
I wouldn't mind if they just fucking HD remade these games.
Yeah. You could probably get ports that run better. I don't know if they'd ever HD remake them, because the Versus series is so far removed from the arcade shooter roots it had. I don't think they can go back. Like, the last arcade shooter was probably Omni versus ZAF 2.
Yeah, I think it
was. Even then, it had the burst system, and it was more melee focused. But it still had the big shooty boys. What was it? Gundam versus Gundam was the first one that was more of an arcade fighter.
Yeah.
That was on PSP. The PSP games are what changed it when they had an era where they just didn't have anything come out between Extreme versus and like Omni versus ZAF. That's when on consoles. That's when the handheld stuff was everywhere, and they had like 7 games on handheld. So that's when the design really shifted. And then now it's really just Extreme Versus. Like, Versus was the first one since the last PSP game to not be an Extreme Versus game.
Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the Gundam vs. Gundam for the PSP was the first one they did in-house and that wasn't by Capcom, too.
Really?
Yeah, that could be too. Yeah, so man, and these games, like, that's how far back we're talking. This is like an early PSP game. They haven't been an arcade shooter since like the PS2 era.
Yeah.
We're 2 console generations through that now.
Okay, apparently Capcom was still the developer on Gundam vs. Gundam. Let's see, where did they take this over? I'm curious now.
Oh, this is unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. Hate to see it happen.
Oh.
Oh, okay, don't dodge into the missiles. Oh no, you can't reload. Okay, no, you can.
Yeah, still got the arm.
Man, I hate that about the Mark II when you get regenerated. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like Extreme Versus is where Bandai Namco took over development for themselves. Everything before that was Capcom. So I'm not surprised that even under Capcom it started to kind of, evolve into a fighting game instead of shooter. Because that's kind of Capcom's thing.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, it's a shame. I would like to see more... Really, there hadn't been a single-player Gundam game since, what, Side Stories now?
Oh my god, Roberto, you fucking piece of shit. One more shot and I would have fucking won, but no, Roberto's got to be a cocksucker. Well,
yeah, he's in a Rick Dome. You don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Fucking
Rick
piece of shit. I don't want him to, but I gotta do it.
You gotta do it to him.
Fucking Roberto. You are a piece
You know you had to ring-a-ding do it to him. But yeah, I mean, I like to see another single player that not SD. No offense to the SD generation stuff. That's a good game. I'm talking like single player shooter game.
Yeah. It really has been a while.
Yeah, even Side Stories wasn't that fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, I own it. I played the shit out of it. It ain't that good. Especially with the AI. The AI is garbage, but that was fucking BB Studios' first attempt at AI.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could call Breaker 3 the last single-player one. It had multiplayer.
Yeah, but I want a shooter. That's like a hack and slash, like Dynasty Warriors-esque kind of...
Yeah.
I want like a good single-player story game.
Give us something like Crossfire, but good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically. Or Side Stories, but good. Like, Side Stories will give like a 6.5 out of 10. It's just the AI, like, kills it for me. And it's super grindy. Like, if you just do another game like Sinky again... Fuck it, let's do it. Like, let's go. Really, the only one that I know they're working on that's had such a trouble development is that single-player Iron-Blooded Orphans app game.
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, they've been working on it for like 5 years now. It's not out yet. Yeah, they keep having issues. And like Bandai wants to get rid of it because they have like Gundam Breaker Mobile, where it's like printing money because they Gunpla. But no, it's a single player, completely new story. It's about Venus during the events of the second season. So it's like completely removed, and it looks interesting. So it's like, nope, you're gonna fucking release this bitch. They really restarted development on it again now, or at least made a lot of progress. They've been showing like combat scenes and stuff like that from the game lately. But yeah, man. Bandai ain't about that single player right now. Like, especially for Gundam. And I'm just like, bro, you need to make it about Gundam. Like, I like Gundam Breaker and all that. I want a good single player story game because we really haven't had one since Sinky.
Yeah.
When did the Unicorn game come out?
That was before Sinky, I think. No, it was after Sinky.
Okay, so I'll give it the Unicorn PS3 game. That came out right when Gundam Breaker 1 did. So that would probably be the last one, and even then that's incomplete because it stops at episode 3. So, just wouldn't it be nice to get one again?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, fuck him. I wanted to kill Camille, but no, never mind.
Stop her here, or keep going?
Rob, your call.
Maybe one more? Because it looks like...
We got 2 more. We got this one and 1 more after that.
Okay, let's do it.
Alright. Destroy Camille. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Stop listening to me, you fucking weirdo.
Man, my fucking that Amazon Alexa picks up weird fucking points of a conversation. I swear.
Yeah.
In my house, that's just weird shit. When I unplug that fucking thing. But yeah, I'm still kind of an old school, I guess at this point, kind of gamer. I just want nice single player experience that isn't super woke and involves Abby getting butt fucked. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. What's this hot take coming across my Telegram right now? Oh, did I send you that joke about let me be clear?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna send you and Rob that joke. Some vegan posting. If you want to see like the most hit and miss, but when it hits hard, Gundam posting thing on Facebook, vegan posting's it.
Okay, well that don't make no fucking sense.
And sometimes they get like too political, and like, ain't nobody got time for that shit, especially from a Gundam fucking shit posting group. It's like,
yeah,
shut the fuck up. But
Like,
when they just do like funny memes, some of that good shit. What'd you say, Salty?
He wouldn't reload the damn beam rifle.
Oh.
Just kept trying to fire it.
Click it real good. You can't get the grand ping anymore when it shoots out the stripper clip.
Okay.
But yeah, this one was a funny joke. Well, it's almost an anti-meme, but solid. Now they have a trifecta between, God, what was it? It's Jigen posting, Amphibious Mobile Suit Aqua posting, and Gelku posting. There's like a trinity now. I know Salty enjoyed the tale of Sheriff Zoc there for a little bit.
Rob, what is your favorite format for memes? Or do you like memes at all?
I'm okay with memes sometimes. It depends. I never really thought about it enough to have a favorite format, honestly. Just
yeah. I don't think Rob's a 2 a.m. me and the boys getting beans kind of format guy. I don't think he likes some extra crispy memes. They're so fucking overexposed, you can't fucking see this. I don't think that's Rob. I don't think I have a favorite meme format. Surprised Pikachu fucking held in there for a long time, though.
Yeah, that lasted a lot longer than I thought. And it's already funny because
it's so adaptable.
Yeah.
It is.
You put that dumb face on anything and it works. Well, you know what my favorite short-lived meme was?
What?
Fat girl rocking the fuck out of left. That was the best one. A lot of Gundam memes came out of that.
Yep.
A lot of Gundam memes came out.
The Among Us memes are already dying off.
See, I don't think they are, just because they've become no longer memes and just like for right now common lingo. I think they've transcended being a meme because everybody's playing fucking Amongst Us, and now it all makes sense to them.
I want to play it, but
Versus it being like you. Well, I mean, I got fucking someone talked me getting into the phone version. It controls like ass, and there's ads, and I haven't played a match yet. But whenever the fuck they want to do it, I can do it.
I was just probably gonna get it for Steam. $5, no ads, whatever.
You can pay $2 and not have ads on phone. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't even want to pay $2. I just got it because I got bitched at. Like, you should get this free. You have no excuse. I'm like, fine, fuck it, whatever. And then I didn't want to play. So I'm just like,
Sounds about right.
yeah. But I have it. I'm ready to go for whenever. But, no, because I think I'd just be a fucking asshole. I'm doing like, oh man, I mean, no, fuck you, it's you. What the fuck you mean it ain't you? I saw you fucking do it. Oh yeah. Oh no. What are you trying?
You're like,
You not even locked off, dude.
yeah, just I don't want to be locked onto Char. I don't know why. Don't know why the fuck he wouldn't like not lock onto him.
But how do you Ugandan Knuckles is dead?
Yeah, finally, goddamn.
Corona brought him back.
That meme lasted way too long, unnecessary.
He did. It really did. You can blame Devil Artemis for a little bit of that too.
Yeah.
Keeping dead memes alive. He brought back Ultra Instinct Shaggy for a final glorious send-off. But, or not, 1% of my power Shaggy.
Yeah. Still wish that was, put in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Fucking, they got,
Rambo.
Rambo,
Yeah.
and he actually looks like a really fun character to play.
And not only is it Rambo, it's fucking like Rambo 2 Rambo.
Yeah.
It's like fucking, yeah, it's old ass Rambo. It's not First Blood Rambo though.
They got Peter Weller back to do the voice for RoboCop. That's crazy.
Well, I'm pretty sure fucking Stallone's voicing.
He is, but they couldn't
Yeah,
get
he's
Arnie to
voicing
come
himself.
back and play Terminator. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because Arnie's busy smoking his pipes that look like his head, man. Oh, and actually, he's in a movie right now too. They're making Arnold does a lot of fucking movies I didn't know Arnold does. Like, there was this movie from 2014 that came on. It's like a big fucking Schwarzenegger movie. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I guess it lost its ass, but they didn't advertise it. So like, yeah, Arnie just does movies to do movies at this point, so he's probably always fucking busy.
Yeah.
Stallone hadn't done anything since the last Rambo, so. Which, he's pretty brutal in that movie.
Yeah.
Alright, wait,
Fucking
what?
it's a good Rambo movie.
Special scenario? Wait, what? See, on Earth.
Special scenario unlocked.
Scroll all the way down.
Oh, hey, he's got an orange rod. I forgot about that. Okay, well. Who do we got left over here? I think it's just...
Well, you're still not done with Garma yet, are you?
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
yeah,
it.
that was the last one.
Yeah.
That was the last one, right.
Okay, so I think that's everybody. Well, wait.
Look at the 1 year war.
Let's see. There's him. Yeah, that's everybody. For Xeon. We just need to finish, Sarah.
These fucking lames, titans, ass bitches over here.
Yeah, we got Sarah, Dunkel, Ramses, Gates, and, Orange Drop Camille.
Evil Camille.
Yeah. So yeah, we're next week. I guess we will start working on these guys. They shouldn't take that long, and the week after that, we're starting Orange Routes.
And then the return of Arcade.
All
The
right,
Dark
let's see,
Times.
let's see how that passes. Oh wow, 11%. That's pretty good.
Well, we're getting there.
All right, Jacob. Rob chose last time. Wait, uncover hidden elements in the gathering modes benefit. Okay. Since Rob chose last week, you get to choose this week.
Let's hit mobile suits. Or no, let's see what we got in the store. Let's see. No, we haven't locked it. That's arcade stuff. Never mind. Let's do mobile suit. Winter is coming for you, Salty.
Yep.
The arcade.
Dom.
Dom.
Standard Dom. Dominating. Oh.
Ground Gundam with the missile launcher.
And, oh, hey, the Yakushiki, nice.
Yakushiki with a beam rifle. Yay.
Like,
You know, if you stop upgrading your fucking mobile suits, we'd have more points for this.
But I suck at the game and I need to upgrade.
You know, I don't think I ever upgraded a suit, and I probably should have.
Let's see.
Chad.
Yep.
Look at the fucking firepower rating. Like, everything else
fuck,
is low.
Wrong button. I meant to hit X. God damn it.
Like,
Yeah,
everything's
look at
pretty
that
off
attack
fucking
power.
firepower.
Cost and
Mobility.
You think
Almost nothing.
you'd think durability will be a little bit higher.
Well, no, because a lot of things have comparable to Luna Titanium by the time of Zeta, so it's looking at the totality of the game versus just 1 year war.
What a cool looking model.
Oh, they're great models still. They've aged pretty well. You got a little fucking weathering on them and everything. It looks good.
Me and Rob were talking about that last week, how they got burning on the ass skirt.
Really, the Xeon or the Grips War suits don't have a lot of that. The Hyzak and stuff does, but like a lot of the high tier suits, they don't have that weathering.
Yeah. Yakushiki. Look at that. Fucking.
What a Persian looking motherfucker. Look at this man. Xerxes would be proud.
I love its stance. That looks so cool.
Yeah.
Wish it had that same stance in GBO.
I just wish it was better in GBO.
Yeah.
It's a good design. And what was it? The Dom?
Yeah. The Dom. It's whoosh, whoosh. It's fucking side dash. That's a good sound. I'm happy these games actually use the sound effect, because GBO doesn't even use the fucking sound effect half the time.
Yep.
Which, did their license just run out on it? Like, did they get it from someplace else, and it wasn't actually a Bandai sound effect? Like, what?
Which sound effect are we talking about here?
Just, like, some of the gun sounds, and then, like, the step sounds, and then, like, the dashing sounds. Like, it's like sometimes they just don't put them in anymore.
Yeah,
But yet this PS2 game...
I don't know.
Nah, back one, Salty.
This one?
Back two now. No.
That one?
The good one. Yeah.
Good one. Alright. So, yeah, we're almost done with the campaign. It only, I think, 2 or 3 more episodes at the max, and we'll be done with the campaign. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got a lot done, finally. Fuck. That's the coronavirus for you. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed
Demonetized.
it. Yeah, well, it's not like... shut up. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic Monday. This is when you guys will be viewing this. And we shall make sure you check out Rob's channel. Jacob doesn't do YouTube yet. And I hope you guys so, yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic Monday. And we shall talk to you guys later.
Take care.
Have a great week.